Hi, we're back with Have You Heard with Byron and Karol. And I guess this is our very first cocktail segment. With generous support from Absolute Vodka, we're doing a Have You Heard About Cocktails. Our guest today is one of the top cocktail shakers in America, and his name is Tommy Cluse. Welcome, Tommy.
Thank you for having me.
We're so excited to have you, and I noticed you have a list of delicious cocktails you want us to try.
Let's booze it up.
Well, you're known for your classic cocktails, right? You work at Teardrop, you worked at Blue Hour, Departure, and you're also working at the hot new St. Jack's.
Yeah, we do a variation of classics and some spin-offs and some modern classics.
And this is kind of what you're famous for, is the classics?
I wouldn't say I'm famous for it, but
Starting to be famous for.
Well, I appreciate the classics and like to.
So what are you making for us today?
I'm gonna make. Oh, if we have time, I was gonna make 3 cocktails.
Okay.
The Chelsea Sidecar, the Bobby Burns cocktail, and the Negroni.
What would you like to try first?
Probably the Bobby Burns.
I want to try Bobby Burns.
Who is Bobby Burns?
Bobby Burns. Robert Burns is a poet, Scottish poet.
Okay.
Also, I mean, the history with that cocktail, it could have been a cigar salesman that hung out at the bar.
Okay.
So they're not really
Let's
sure
get
which
started.
one it
Let's
is.
see what we're making.
Very cool.
Okay.
So I have an interesting Tommy story.
About Tommy Cluse?
Yeah, I went to Teardrop Lounge,
Okay.
and a friend of mine was in from New York, and we had a variety of cocktails, and they were all very, very good. But he was gushing about the Teardrop Lounge.
Yeah, I
cocktail.
love the Teardrop. I actually like Tommy's story. Mine just involved staring at him behind the bar.
Cute.
Yeah, he is. Wait, sorry.
Agreed. All right.
Agreed.
Okay, so what are you mixing here, Tommy?
I'm taking Glenlivet 12-year, and you can play around. It doesn't have to be this whiskey specifically. I think it makes a nice cocktail, which is why we chose it. And then this is Carpano Antica. It's an Italian sweet vermouth. Very big, sweet chocolate notes. Some of them can be a little bit spicier. And then just a little bit of Benedictine.
Okay. If we get our act together, we're going to have these recipes up on the Earth2world website, which is, along with Absolute, Earth2world is why we're here. What did you put in there? Benedictine?
Benedictine. Right?
Is that like a monk thing?
Like the monks make it?
Yeah, monks make it.
Okay, cool.
Very old recipe, about 53, 54 different herbs and spices.
The monks like to drink a lot, right?
They do. They make beer. Chartreuse, they're known for that.
Is that
mostly
absinthe?
there.
Chartreuse, is it?
No, that has like up to 140 different
wow.
herbs and spices. So that's an herbal liqueur.
So why is this called Bobby Burns?
It's called
Robert Burns, poet,
I mean, why?
cigar.
Well, see, that's what is confusing about the history is because it very well could have been Bobby Burns, who's just this guy that came, a cigar salesman. That's what I read about
I got
anyways.
it. A cigar is a cigar.
Yeah, so it could have been his cocktail. It could have been because it is Scottish whiskey. It could have been named, in honor of the Scottish poet.
Can you overstir?
You can probably. It take a while. These are larger cold draft ice cubes, so they take a lot longer to melt. A lot of the smaller cubes will melt relatively quickly.
So why do you do the glass instead of the metal?
Stirring in the metal, it's almost it just doesn't move as freely as it does.
How long have you been
glass.
doing this, little boy?
I've been about 8 years.
8 years?
Yeah.
You like making cocktails?
I didn't really get into it until maybe 3 years ago. Before it was just kind of bartending, just to make quick cash and get myself through school.
I was a bartender for a day.
For a day?
I was so bad.
You bartended
I
at
got
home?
fired at the end of the day.
You got fired.
That's really beautiful.
Where was that at?
I don't want to say, but see, I was a coctologist. I wasn't a mixologist. So don't. Sorry. Whoops. Well, we're on computer. I think it's okay. I mean, we're on the internet, so.
Well, coctologist hasn't really taken off yet.
As a title, as a
You get called coctologist sometimes. Didn't I call you a coctologist?
Only by you, Byron. Only by you.
I have been dubbed as a coctologist.
Well, I'm sorry. I won't ever call you that again. I'll just call you Cocktail Shaken Tommy Cluse.
Yeah. So you're doing you're going to Europe to practice your trade here.
Going to learn how to make whiskey.
Oh wow.
Well, you take the first drink,
Okay.
Bobby.
Oh no,
I just called him Bobby.
Bobby. I'll go with Bobby.
I want
That's
you
fine.
can you feed it to me? Because I'm.
Oh my goodness. That is delicious.
Is it really?
This is trouble in a glass.
It's kind of like a Scotch Manhattan, a little
It's
bit.
really good.
It's like a
sweeter,
Manhattan,
like a
but better
Rockaway.
than a Manhattan. Manhattan's like freak me out. Okay, we should try
That's
another
really
drink,
good.
Bobby. Tommy. Let's just go to the last one.
Let's go with Bobby. So I was gonna do. I'm just gonna do a traditional Negroni. We were gonna play around in. I do hear a lot. I don't like gin.
Okay.
And most of the cocktails with vodka end up being sours and citrusy, and so it just doesn't really get a lot of exposure.
Well, the one
as a
thing I
spirit.
learned at the Teardrop Lounge is I was one of those people who was like, I only like vodka, I don't want gin. And when I walked in, I was convinced, just try these gin drinks.
We
You're going
want
to
you
really
to
like
try.
it. And I was completely won over.
So
And
what are we doing here now?
So I think I'm just gonna make you a traditional Negroni.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then
Is that with gin?
this
That's
is
with
with
gin.
gin.
But isn't vodka no calories?
I think gin is no calories also.
They're made from the same thing.
So that would.
Gin or vodka is.
Is it true a vodka soda it has no calories?
I haven't done
No,
the
it
research
doesn't.
on
Okay,
that.
so somebody's
I
been
think it
lying
has.
to me.
I think it has less calories if you were to drink like Tawaka.
Bobby Burns?
Or Bobby Burns can have a little more calories.
I feel like saying
Probably
Bobby.
from the
Like
and red wine does, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
So-
So you're going to make a gin.
We can do.
Drink.
Yeah, we could do it with vodka.
let's do it with vodka.
Okay.
Since we're brought by Absolute, that's why we have this stuff here today. Absolute vodka.
Okay. This
So-
cocktail is super simple to make. I make
Okay.
them at home. I use gin. I encourage you to have it with gin. But with vodka, it's still nice because you can have that depth and that richness that you'd get from using
And
or having a
Absolute
Negroni.
is considered one of the top. I love the Absolute Wild Tea. I find that to get my drink on, that doesn't give me a hangover.
That's really well made.
Yeah, I really
Just
like
put
it.
that
So what did you just put in there?
That's the sweet vermouth again.
Okay. I love your
And
cocktail ware. Your glassware.
This I brought back from Tokyo.
Wow. And you're off to Europe, like we said before, right? You're doing something in
Going to
Ireland.
learn to make whiskey.
Scotland. Yeah, I'll
Scotland?
be in Scotland for a month doing working with Jim Mickio, and he's the master distiller at Bruichladdich.
And
So
then you're
that's
also
on
going to
Islay.
Amsterdam too.
So before I get over and work my tail off, I'm going to spend some time hitting up cocktail bars
Very
in
cool.
London and Amsterdam.
Very cool.
I managed to get a couple shifts behind door 74,
Oh, wow.
which is in Amsterdam. I'm super excited about that. That's going to be that's March 28th, I think.
So when people want to come, when you come back and people want to see you, specifically want to have one of your cocktails, when will you be back and where should we send them?
I would look on. I do have a Twitter account, and I try anytime I'm working behind a bar, I'll just go.
What's
ahead
your Twitter
and,
handle?
it is Tommy Tweed.
Yeah, at Tommy Tweed.
At Tommy Tweed.
Which I think is the cutest little name ever. It just fits. Because look, the Tweed,
I-
get
Yeah,
it?
I got it.
So
I got
cute.
it.
I mean, I got
That's
it.
where the name. I guess that's how I got the nickname.
You always wear vests, right? Always?
No, I haven't been wearing them as much. I've been wanting to mix it up a little bit, and
You're just changing everything.
St. Jack's a little more casual, so I don't have. What I like about the vest is I can get wine and liquor all over it, and it doesn't really ruin my shirts. So
And St.
you can
Jack's
see
new
it's-
restaurant, it's on Clinton and 21st?
yes.
All right.
Yeah, a little French restaurant. Very nice.
So we made the Bobby Burns. You get that reference?
I do.
Okay.
I do
You were kind of
occasionally
ignoring-
enjoy King of the Hill.
No, I was thinking Whitney Houston.
Oh, Lord, really?
Bobby Brown? Bobby
I
Brown.
remember, but they got
Okay.
divorced so long ago.
So I just still like
because
saying
of
Bobby.
this, I think in particular, because of
Yeah.
the drinking. But.
So we're making.
So we made a Negroni with vodka.
So
It
Negroni.
looks beautiful. The color is really lovely.
This cocktail goes back to the early 1900s. The Count Camillo Negroni was an aristocrat. I'm saying that wrong.
No, but I liked how you said
But
it.
you know what I'm trying to
Yeah.
say. So he liked this drink so much. We forgot one thing, the garnish.
Oh, that's
which
okay. We'll just
don't-
Who
make
needs
it.
garnish when you've got
You can put
When we
absolute
get
vodka?
time.
I like orange on it. I have the lemon, so we can zest a little bit of lemon over the
Wow.
top.
Tommy, would you like to try it? I like this. I like this a lot.
I'm eyeballing the whiskey. over
Okay,
there.
let's get. You come over and grab it. I can't. Okay.
Here, I'll grab it for
Okay,
me.
'cause-
Let me finish decorating the drink
Okay.
that we're working on now.
Okay.
I'll just put that in there.
Well, I love your stuff, and I love.
Here
Go
we
ahead.
go. Let's try it again.
You go ahead and grab that,
Let's have a little cheers.
and I'll just grab this
You wanna make
or
one-
this,
one
which
more?
looks like this looks good.
No, let's make you a cocktail.
No,
real
I'm
quick.
good. I'm good.